did end up getting rejected for not using AI in job. So yeah, if you've been following through the series, you know, kind of like the position I am right now, where if I don't find a job within the less than 60 days, I need to pack my bag, head home. And so yeah, just trying to wrangle my head around, trying out all the possible stuff that I could think of, applying jobs left, right, and center. One of the managers that my managers of the previous company had connected to a startup, and haven't heard back from them. Eventually, up until midday today, I was having no hope, because I was getting a lot of rejections apparently today. And luckily, my manager from the previous startup, he got me connected, and he introed me to another startup, and the startup was they're eager to have an interview, and they just invited me to their office. So yeah, that went pretty fast, from getting an intro to just visiting them in their office and having a talk with them. It was kind of rough with them. It was not a technical, it wasn't a traditional job that you do as an engineer in their company. It was more of figure it out. They were a $2 million company. They raised $2 million in funding, and yeah, just when I interviewed with them, it was you just need to go there and then just figure things out. They're a logistics company, by the way, and then the whole thing was we need to predict things. We need to predict when orders come in. We need to predict all these inventory management and stuff like that before they happen. And just the whole point was, before we get an order, we should be able to manage and keep track of inventories. And also it was about different, I don't know how to explain, but it was basically trying to just use AI in this weird space where I couldn't even explain what they meant, and how at the end they were we can't be able to sponsor your visa. You need to be in a trial basically for the first month, and then only we'll be thinking and considering about sponsoring your visa and stuff like that. So it was pretty rough. I don't know how that will work out. It isn't a technical, it isn't a stereotypical tech role. It's very hacky. If even in a startup, things like that wouldn't happen, right? So the company is not sketched. The role and the job that they've structured around it is kind of very sketchy for me at this moment, and I am looking for something else maybe. So yeah, I don't know how it works, but yeah, hopefully I guess I'll have a decision by tomorrow or something like that. Yeah, we'll keep you posted.